grass.
The man lets himself.
Alright.
Like there's no tips on it or anything.
Let's
Alright,
alright, let's settle down, let's make a start.
after bodying little kids.
Are you doing normal? Yeah, my dad's here and had me some crazy and I was like, okay.
Oh, you are.
See, that's
Oh,
what the hell?
And I think that's a good. Who got yours?
How did I manage that?
Alright, so today we're looking at what we call smoothing.
Like, I don't know
So
where I went wrong. This is
the other day, with the time series stuff, you can see you have things that go up and down, and we want to smooth it. So smoothing really.
Smoothing?
We are.
Oh,
I hope we are, Sam.
let's double check that. I think we are.
We are, Sam. We're recording.
This is a weird.
We're a minute and 20 in, Sam. All right. So smoothing removes irregular fluctuations.
Wait, what does it do?
It removes.
You did not remove.
Oh, I forgot removes.
I think we should just cancel maths for the day.
I think so too.
Can we walk to KFC together as a class and do a time series of how much chicken we can eat over an hour?
Good shout.
Gee,
Big shout out, not me.
what if you don't like KFC?
Well, that sounds like a them problem. I'm not gonna lie.
You can, you just choose
Oh wait, we can't
because of your
go into the diner.
What does that say? You guys sit in there and
belief.
Yeah.
So what word is that?
Which one?
The one you just wrote.
It's not just you believe that.
Fluctuations. There you go. I forgot to cross me T.
Fluctuate.
Make sure you cross the T's and dot the I's.
Is that what you wanted to do or something?
This is a
Like
very
dice game. Did he? Is that what you wanted to do last night?
Yeah.
All right. So sometimes the trends, the underlying trend, could be tricky to see because you've got some irregular fluctuations going up and down. So we use smoothing. So there's a few different methods with smoothing. We're going to use the mean method of smoothing. So there's two that we're going to look at. Oh well, there's one. There's one that we're going to do, but there's variations of it. So the three moving means. So it's a mean. The three data values we use to calculate the mean, and that moves along. And I'll show you an example in a minute. So here we use three data values. To find the mean for a particular time. Oops. Another variation on this is what we call a 5 moving mean. And for the 5 moving mean, we use 5 numbers, or 5 values. All right. So, let's have a look at an example. So this example is the days of the week and temperatures. Celsius. And we've got Monday through to Sunday. So there's two parts to this. The first part is for us to calculate a 3 moving mean. For Tuesday. I'm going to leave some working space there. And the other one is 5 moving mean. And the day we're going to do a 5 moving mean for is Thursday. We wouldn't actually be able to calculate a 5 moving mean for Tuesday. I'll explain to why that is the case later. Right, get that down.
So how much space are we leaving?
Yeah, I only need a little. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines I've got there. You'll probably be able to squeeze it in less. All right. So here, calculate 3 moving mean for Tuesday, so that means we've got 3 days data that we're going to use. And we want Tuesday. So when it says that we want Tuesdays, so what we need there is that Tuesday is the middle time. Alright, so if Tuesday is the middle time and I want 3, then I'm taking 1 from either side. So for the blue there, so I'm going to use Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Alright, so we use Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we look at what the values are. So it's 18.1 for Monday, add the 24.8 for Tuesdays, add the 26.4, because it's a 3 moving mean and there's 3 numbers, we divide that by 3, and then the answer, when you put that in your calculator, you get 23.1 degrees Celsius as the 3 moving mean value for Tuesday. Alright, to calculate the 5 moving mean for Thursday, so that means that Thursday has to be our middle. So this has got to be our middle. So to get 5, we need to each side. So we're going to use Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. And you just take those values, add them together, divide by 5, and there's your mean, your smoothed value. Divided by 5, because I've prepared one earlier. That's 18.4 degrees Celsius. All right, now, I mentioned before when I first wrote it up that we couldn't do a 5 moving mean for Tuesday. And I said I'd explain about that later. So if Tuesday was our middle term and we wanted a 5 moving mean, we would have to take 2 either side. And we don't have 2 down here. We've got this Monday, but we've got nothing there. All right, so if you are specifically asked for a moving mean on a particular day or time or whatever it might be, then the middle value has to be that day. So a 3 moving mean for Tuesday, Tuesday's the middle value. Thursday's the middle value, 2 either side. So there's some things that you can't. So for Tuesday you wouldn't be able to do a 5 moving mean. Alright. Now that's how we would do it for a couple of different days. So here Tuesday and Thursday we've got some moving means for them. We can do it for a whole series, so let's do an example where we do it for a whole series.
Would the results be recorded?
They would be recorded, not measured, recorded.
Sorry.
That's right.
It's like Photoshop.
Right, so here's the results. Looked at the wrong piece of paper, that's what I was confused. So the time, we're measuring it every 2 hours. And our temperature, degrees Celsius. We want to create a 3 moving mean.
Sorry, was this an 12, is that 37.9?
12, 37.2.
2, sorry.
All right. This all stems from primary school. Jordan, when I'd never got my pen licence, I just waited till I got to the next year and just started using pen, and no one knew.
Same.
Part B, so we're going to plot. And see. Alright, give me a minute to get that down. Alright, to do this we need some working space. So what we would usually do is we need to rewrite this table, and what we would do is we would put it vertically, so we'll have time, then we'll have temperature, and then what we're going to do is our smooth over here.
Is this for question A?
This is for question A. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I only say like once a week in this class. On a Wednesday.
Alright, so this then gives us some working space to do our smoothing. So this first one here, it's not possible to smooth here because if we're using 2 hours as our middle value, we don't have a value prior to that. So we need to move here. This is the first one we can smooth, and if we're using 3, it would be those 3 that we would be doing. So for 4 hours, we'd add those together, 36.5 plus 37.2 plus the 36.9, divide that by 3, because I've prepared one earlier, it's 37.687. Alright, and then when we move to the next one, this next one down, we're using these 3. Alright, so the 3 we're using for 6 hours, time is the the 4, the 6 and the 8, so 37.2, 36.9 and 37.1, divide them by 3, and that's 37.07. And I've done all the rest, so I will just write all the rest down here.
Why did you say that? Synno, would we round that to?
Yeah, probably we'll be round that to the 1 decimal place, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so you do it from, oh, I didn't realise that.
Wow.
Wait, no, stop.
So if we do
The first one, the very first one.
this one,
Yes.
right, we're using 3 moving means,
Oh, so you have to use the first 3.
so you use the first 3. And because we got taking the mean goes with the middle one. Because the mean is the middle average. So then when we want to know the mean of this next one, it's got to be the middle one, and we want 3 numbers, so we're going to take the one above and the one below.
They don't have white out.
Add them up, divide by 3, there it is.
Oh, so sorry, no.
When we get this one, I take these 3, add them up, divide by 3, and I get 37.1.
So
This
the
one
very
here.
first one, you know how we had like that?
Here, this is blank.
Oh, so there's nothing there?
There's nothing there because
That's wrong.
I don't have a number here.
Oh
I don't have a number here. Let me write a note. I'll write a note. So for here, no smooth value.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's a problem for you.
So for 2 hours, there's no smooth value possible
Wait, I just wrote the same thing but again.
because we don't have
Which is wrong.
So the second one is 36. What do I write? No.
smooth value possible. And so this one I've just written down 37.1. What we would do is take
I asked
these
you.
3 and average them.
Wait, the mean is hold on.
It's like,
It is the same. Well,
is it?
coincidence.
It's almost like it's
I was like, I don't know where I placed one.
Yeah, the correlation seems strong with one of them spot on. And the numbers are like that. Like
So that one's that one, this one's with that one, this one's with that one, this one's with that one.
I have one that's not.
And then the last one down the bottom here, if we wanted to find the average of this, we would, for this one, we take the number above and the one below that we don't have, so no smooth value possible.
Yeah.
So with our original data, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 data points. But after we've smoothed it, we're now down to 6 data points. Because we don't have information to smooth these 2. So actually lose information when you are smoothing in this way.
So is that a 3 moving?
So does that?
So it's a 3 moving mean, because I've used 1, 2, 3 numbers to get the mean. 1, 2, 3 numbers to get that mean. For this one, these 3. 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 And that's as much as you can do.
How are you mixing numbers?
Were you on
Let me see.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to squeeze part B down in here.
Wait, when I do the first one? You did it on the 2 line. That's where you went wrong.
Alright.
because that's supposed to be before. Yes, so now you just made a confusing mess. No, I agree. That's why I just stopped. I understand. Oh, and we have to plot it. Oh, I hate this. I can't plot that shit in my book.
All right, so when we, part B, we're asked to plot it, so our original values, so that's these ones. So 2 hours is 36.5,
Is this the part B?
part B, plotting. 4 hours, 37.2. 6 hours, 36.9. 8 hours, 37.1. 10 hours, 37.3. 12 hours, 37.2. 14 hours, 37.5, and then 37.8. So this is our original
Are you not using it?
data.
Oh, I get these highlighters.
Then for our smoothed, I'm going to do that in blue. For our smooth data, that's these numbers. So the first one that we've got goes at 4 hours, so 36.87. It as correctly should do it as 36.9, 37.1, 37.1, 37.2 for 10 hours, 37.3, and then for 14, 37.5. So you can see from the blue some of that up and down has been removed from it. But you can also see from the graph we now lost this bit of information, we've lost that bit of information, which when we come to see to predict the temperature at 18 hours becomes difficult. So what they actually normally do,
What's that one? The two little lines.
oh, it just means I've broken the,
Oh,
instead of going all the way down here to 0,
yeah.
broken it.
Mike, you know. What the heck is this? Oh, I see where it went wrong. I put the 3 anyway, but like.
No, he's done the same. Oh, why do I still use the three?
You're going fast, so.
So 18 hours, we're going to come across here to 18 hours to make our prediction. So you can kind of go, oh yeah, this goes along here like this somehow or other, and about there is where it's going to be. If you come there, it's about 37.8-ish. But again, it's a bit.
Do we need to write that?
Alright, so this is part C. So 18 hours, we would predict it's about 37.8. Doing that from the graph there, that's a pretty rough way of doing things.
There's a mathematical way to do it, isn't there?
Well, if we put a line of best fit in there somehow or other, that would be better, wouldn't it, Sam?
Yes.
So we'll get to that.
Like now or?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, not today. Alright. Now, if we have an even number of points, it creates a bit of a problem. In that if we, say I had these 2 points and I wanted to take the average, the average of these two would be the number in the middle, and in the middle is here, where there doesn't appear to be anything at the moment. But it's something like this, you might go, oh yeah, well it's at 15, but if you had something like these were days, for example, and this is Saturday and Sunday, well there isn't anything that's in the middle of Saturday and Sunday. So if you're using 2 values, or 4, you have to do what's called centering. So we'll have a look at what that means right now.
What was it? C, wasn't it?
C, for the prediction for C is this
What
one.
was the question?
Alright, so smoothing with an even number.
18 hours. From smooth data. From smooth. What was it?
So when we smooth
Are you writing on the next
Alright, so here's an example. I've got time and I've got 203, 003. Leave a space here, just one line. Again here we leave one line.
Is that 0.3 or
Sorry. What are you
with the
talking?
time 200?
2003, 2004, 2005.
Oh.
Sorry, I've
so
got
it's
me.
like, is it years?
Yeah, you have the years.
So not, I guess it was,
What have I got? Oh, time, yeah, time, years. It's not time, seconds or whatever.
oh, so that's
All right, so if I'm working out a 2-point mean, for example, I'll take these 2 points. Now the mean, the average, ends up in the middle. So I can work it out, 6 plus 10 on 2, make 16 on 2, which is 8. But that 8, because the average of 2 numbers is in the middle, this is looking at here. And there is no time between 2003 and 2004. It's either 2003 or it's 2004. So you've got a little bit of a problem. And if I do the 2 point with these next 2, you can again work that out. 10 plus 14, divide by 2 is 12. And that's all right, but again, that puts it in the middle between 2004 and 2005. And there is no, it's either 2004 or it's 2005. It's not some year that's halfway in between. So what we have to do is we now have to centre. So we need to get values that line up with one of those years. And the way we do that is the following. So we then perform centering. To align our mean with a time value. Alright, now I haven't really left myself with enough room there, that's a bit bad. Anyway, this is how we do it. So we need another column here now, and this column that goes here is our centered, can't spell, our centered value. So, centered value, well we've got these two values, and if we take the mean of them, and the mean of them is in the middle, between them, and in the middle between them, halfway between there and there is 2004, so that's exactly what we do. So our centered value is we take this number and this number, take the mean of them, 8 plus 12, I believe would be 20, divided by 2, so it's 10, and so now this value here lines up with 2004. Coincidence that it's the same.
So it will
Sorry.
always be the same?
Huh?
So it won't always be the same?
Won't always be the same.
Wait, so how do we do
So, smoothing with an even number of points is painful. And also when you're talking about things, we started with 3 data points here, and by the time we take our average and then centre it, we're now down to 1. So we're reducing the number of data points, so it's not necessarily going to be all that great for us.
So do we use,
So do
if
we
we had like a bigger data set, would we use a combination of 2-point mean and 3, what's it, 3 value? 3.
Right, we need to do what we're asked to do in the question,
I guess, yes.
which I'm going to do a question now.
Ooh.
And you're going to need a few columns. Can I rub this off or not?
I don't understand.
What don't you understand, Charlotte?
How can 2004 be 10 and 10, but there should just be 10s?
It's just the way it works out, isn't it? Or have I done something? 24, half of that is 12, yeah?
No, I just don't understand what's the point of getting another value that's the same and saying it's 2004?
Well, it depends on what these numbers are to start with as to whether this and that end up being the same. If they were different numbers, it wouldn't be the same. All right, example.
Why do you do so many students?
All right, so.
We're just going to fill out half a page.
Probably not.
I can turn the page. Oh God, why'd you get rid of it?
Is this a long example, sir?
It's a long example.
Yeah.
Just need 4 columns. Yeah, I just need 4 columns across just taking the whole board to do that. I mean, I won't take the whole board to do it, but stretch a bit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Go on.
All right, so I'm going to set up a vertical table.
I'm still confused. It's a 3-point turn.
Yeah, I know it's a 3-point turn, but I
3-point
feel
turns like going to the driveway. I feel like a 4-point turn. You just a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like it's called a 3-point turn. So you go in, you go back, you go out. So it's like a U.
you just keep going like,
No, because there's three different points of motion. 1, 2,
I know what a
turn
3-point
around.
turn is, I've done a 3-point turn.
Who's confused then?
No one's confused.
George.
No, I just wanted to know if there was a thing such as a 4-point turn, is that even a thing?
Isn't that just going around?
Is anyone here for the 4-point turn?
Why does it work with two
Okay?
T's? And no way.
So how much space do I need?
I mean, maybe like
Six. 9, 10.
This is gonna be, I think this is gonna be fun.
Is it just summer, autumn, winter, spring twice?
Correct. Yes.
Because those are
You
the
always sound
seasons.
so stressed out and frustrated in maths.
Me.
So there's 2 years worth.
I fucking am. I don't understand anything that's going on there.
Then why do you want lunch shop in class?
Because it's easy. That's an avoidance.
You finished your first year of therapy, thank you for coming.
Wait, did I forget it? I forgot winter.
I don't know why
I
you
really
did that.
regret it so, I regret it so.
What do you?
It's not a month.
I did half moons instead of so
Ah.
Well, I do both, so.
My favorite year.
Definitely.
That's not how that
Well,
works.
I'm probably better at health, but
I actually put on the hood.
It's not easy.
It's easy. It's
Quench.
You do it yourself.
Then why didn't you do psychology?
Look at that.
That was a lot person. Or much
so you better have your phone, use your photos.
or they said just walk out.
do a 4-point turn.
Oh my god.
There's no point in
We already have
it.
All class.
Classic station. Emily,
All right, we're ready to work through this?
yeah.
Not yet?
This is so sad. You place your step.
All right, so 4-point average means we take 4 points and we find the average of those 4 points. And remember the average, so here's 4 points. And the average of those, of anything, is in the middle. So that means that this average, when we work it out, is going to be between this autumn and winter. So when we work it out, we add those together. 27 plus 22 plus 19 plus 25 divide it by 4 because that's how many there is, and we end up with 23.25. And then we need to do what we need to do, but we'll do that at the end, not at this step. Alright, so we'll worry about our significant figures at the end, not halfway. So that puts that in here in between this autumn and winter. So the next 4 that I'd work on would be these 4.
Oh, yeah, two of those.
And then that's going to put that in between winter and spring. So add those, 22 plus 19 plus 25 plus 31 divided by 4. And when you work that out, you get 24.25. And again, we'll worry about rounding later. And you continue. So we go to the next 4. When we work the next 4, that next 4 will put our moving mean here. And seeing as I've done that before, that's 25.00. Then the next 4 puts the moving mean here. So that's these 4.
Wait, but is it in the middle of them?
It is in the middle. Right. It's a bit painful, that's why it's painful, because it's in the middle. 25.75, and then finally the last one in this case. Oh no, last one is these 4, and that puts it there in the middle. And when you work out that, you get 26.75. Alright, so the even ones, let's put it in the middle. We put it in the middle here, in the middle there, in between. So now we've got to centre it. We've got to move these values so that they line up with one of these time things. So the way we do that is we always take them in pairs. So these first 2, I take this pair here, and when I took the average, that's going to be in the middle there, which lines up with this winter. So it's going to line up with that. So 23.25 plus 24.525 on 2, and when we work out that average, you get 23.75, which we then need to two significant figures, 24, because we started with 2 figures here. Alright, and then the next 2, we take these 2, that's going to put it here, line it up with this spring. So 24.25 plus 25 over 2, that works out to be 24.63. And so we're going to round that to significant figures 25. Then we can do these 2. And that comes 25.38. 2 significant figures, 25. And then these last 2. Which comes out to be 26.25. Which we will, 2 significant figures, 26.
That was an audio.
Annoying Sam.
Yes.
Very annoying. All right. Then it says plot and make some sort of comment on any trend. So I'm going summer, autumn, winter, spring, summer, autumn, winter, spring. And up the side here, I'm going to go 15,
Are we
20.
doing something else after this
No.
as well?
No, this is it.
Imagine.
Well, you don't use your own one.
I'd like
All right, our original data. So original data, 27, 22, 19, 25, 31, 25,
Yes.
22,
Still there.
29. Our original data goes up and down like that. A bit tricky to figure out what's what. All right, when we're plotting our centred data, to make sure we line it up with the right thing. So this 24 is lined up with this first winter. So the first winter, we've got 24. And then the next one lines up with the first spring. So first spring we've got 25. And this next one summer, which is 25 as well. And the next one is the autumn, which is 26. So when you look at that smooth data, what would you say the trend looks like it might be?
Increase.
Looks like it might be increasing, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it looks like an increasing trend.
I love saying that.
All right, and that's it. So this kind of smoothing is fairly time involved
Yeah, no.
and a lot of number crunching.
So that'll probably be like an extended response.
It'd be one question on exam, yeah.
And maybe not even that, maybe you might only get like part of a question. But you'll sack where we've got a week and you might get a more involved question, yeah. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe.
And check it
Don't forget, check out Synno online.